Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. And anytime the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas A&M's offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The pull and throw off the RPO. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The give to the left. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him for the sack.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On second down, wants to throw it. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to run it. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit? And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He'll keep it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. You would have really hoped that you would have gotten that extra yard on third down, but now on fourth, and maybe you still... They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a man on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Line gets set, first down. The play action fake. Looking left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break at some point in this game. He's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking him to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, taking advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of bounds.
The Horned Frogs are on the move. Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by a field goal over West Virginia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Going up top on 1st down. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
To the ground with the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to get it through the air. Working that left side now. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man quickly. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Pulls and fires complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got an open man. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On second down, they'll take to the air. Sends it downfield. Pulls it in on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on second and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they...
And it's picked off. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
A first down for the offense. They go to the ground. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football, But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. A&M comes back out with another first down. He'll pull it on the read. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On second down, he'll let it fly. Quickly to the tight end. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to move it through the air. He finds his man.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Check. Flip it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to him. Got his man downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. There's so much creativity with routes now, and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. This offense has a 2nd down play. Caught in the backfield, it's Gutierrez. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Quick strike complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Horned Frogs are rolling down the field.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, after putting up 5 sacks in their last game, this defense was hungry for more coming into this one, and they knew it was going to be maybe a little bit tougher going up against this offensive line. They've had some struggles in this game so far getting to the QB, but they finally got to him there.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. First down here for the offense. Going up top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires to the middle. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it.
Lost one deep down the right side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And here they come, almost all the way back. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going at that point. Nice job.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Gets it out fast. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Offense working from the pistol. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Not just so you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. Doesn't get better than that.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The quick out. Smashes ahead. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And the returner will be dragged down. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Fires to the big fella. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Extending the play. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. He's just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Finds a spot in the middle.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The give to the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
On target to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the first.
Touchdown, Aggies! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
It's caught. At midfield, he's got room. And he's running in the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, things have gone pretty well so far, right? You've got the lead, you're playing at home, it's late, and you just need a few more of these completions to ice the game. That time, couldn't come away with it. It's a nice play by the defender, knocking it down.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how long do you need to throw the football? Goodness gracious. He had tons of time in the pocket to get rid of it, to make a read, but just kept holding on to it and holding on to it. And eventually, at some point, that offensive line is going to break down.
It's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 18 over Florida. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to find his man on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He makes the catch. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Texas A&M back to work with another first down. The RPO fire complete to the left. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Power ahead. Touchdown, Aggies! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
36, TCU, 33.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Wants to throw on second down. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
He wants to pass it on second down. This time he's got his man. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He got it.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He wants to throw. Gets it to the back. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. This is a 3rd and long.
42 Spider.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
And you know that has got to feel good. Taking the knee, you're going to win this game. They needed to turn this thing around after suffering consecutive losses the way they've been doing. They just needed something to go right. I love the fight in this football team. They all played as a single unit here today. And now it'll be interesting to see if they can build on this.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation